morning, Palmcity, Philippines. We are live at Big 8 in our episode, Make It Happen. As we are celebrating International Women's Month with the theme, Juana, decision mo ay mahalaga kinabukasan ng bawat isa. Ikaw na! Yes, because we will give importance to all our women out there. Of course, kasali na rin po ako dyan. And knowing that they also have the right also in our society, in our community, or in the place where women's working. And tonight, we are happy to have a very, very energetic hosts. Take note, they are two from Big 8 Corporate Hotel, from HR department, of course, our very talented, gorgeous host, no other than Miss Michelle Marie Loayon, and one from Executive Office, our very own Miss Anthony Grace Paderanga.
Alright, thank you, Jonna, for that very enthusiastic introduction. Tonight, we are very pleased and very honored to have our guest tonight. She is a smart, enthusiastic, and an active advocate of women's rights. She has been in the government service for 26 years. Imagine that, Mitch, how long she has been working in the government.
That's right. She has been the admin officer of the Provincial Planning and Development Office of Davao del Norte. Additionally, she is also the VP of the Palmcity Toastmasters Club. Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome
Ms. Senen Teresita Banal. Good evening, Ma'am Senen.
Good evening.
How are you tonight?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm great.
Good.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, we are very honored to have you here, ma'am.
Okay, now, in accordance in our theme for the International Women's Month, our first question is, how important is the role of the women in policy making and decision making?
The role of the women in policy and decision making is very important in the sense that women today are very empowered. And we have local chief executives in many municipalities and cities, wherein we will give you an example like Honorable Lolita Moral of P.U.D.Hali, wherein she plays a vital role in running the municipality of P.U.D.Hali. She is a midwife before, as I believe, and she is a very P.U.D.Hali now is a very progressive town, and we will imagine how she makes the town into a progressive one and having all the developments in the municipality of P.U.D.Hali. So we will think that we will conclude that women are very important in policy making and decision making.
All right, that's very good to hear. My next question, Ma'am Senen, is, as a government employee, do you think that our local government has given enough importance to the women in the society?
Yes, of course. We have the Gender and Development Program by the local government unit. And at the provincial government, we are having that continuous gender and development program for the women and for the other sectors who are not given importance by the society. And we have that gender responsiveness of programs for the women, wherein they were given livelihood projects and they're being trained to become good citizens of the country and to contribute and to be a partner in the livelihood development here in Davao del Norte.
Okay, that's very good and informative, Ma'am Senen. Anything you want to add, Mitch?
Yes, that was great to hear, Ma'am
Thank
Senen.
you.
So, my next question is, what do you think is the greatest contribution of women in our community?
Wow, very tough question, Ma'am Senen.
What is the greatest contribution of the women here in our country? Let's go back. Let's have a throwback. We have our two presidents, Honorable President, His Excellency Corazon Aquino is known for the extra power, and Her Excellency Gloria Arroyo. Both are women and very empowered at that. And they rule the country for over many years. And there are many changes, many development here in the country. And women are dominate the country in running the development programs wherein many women are developed and enhanced by their livelihood programs and projects.
Alright. Ma'am Senen, other than what you have mentioned, the former President Corazon Aquino and former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, are there any other women that you admire most for their exemplary contribution to the society?
In the local community, I admire most one of the outstanding rural women achiever here in B.Il Dohali, wherein she has two special children. But she was awarded as one of the most outstanding rural women achiever, and in 2010, an outstanding national Gawad-Saka family. Imagine, she was awarded at the Malacanang during 2008 and 2010 as Rural Women Achiever. And she was also awarded as Outstanding Rural Fisher Folk in the national level. Imagine, she has 3 national feats in the country, which any other women cannot. But we are hoping that all women here in the locality, here in Davao del Norte, will be given recognition because they are unsung heroes.
Alright, thank you, Ms. Senen. Now we will have our break. Back to you, Jonah.
Wow, we really heard it right from them. Women's empowering the country. Don't go away, we will be right back. we're back at Make It Happen. More questions, more answers from our host and from our guest, Mitch and Athens. What's going on there?
Alright, we are back here in the studio with Ma'am Senen himself. Mitch?
Okay, for another question, ma'am. Okay. Since it's International Women's Month, so who do you idolize from among the women who have great contributions in our country or the whole community?
I would like to say that I idolize not only here in the country but internationally, worldwide. I idolize Mother Teresa because she is a very empowered woman. She is very sensitive and very responsive on the needs of the people, from the masses, from the unfortunate ones. She really served with all her heart the needs of the masses, of the poorest of the poor.
Alright. Who doesn't know Mother Teresa? Right, Michelle? Do you know Mother Teresa?
Yes, Athens.
Alright, I also know Mother Teresa. For the next question, Ma'am Senen, would you like to share to our viewers on what are the activities lined up for this month's Women's Celebration lined up by our government?
For this month, the provincial government of Davao del Norte have many lined up activities for the women in celebration of the International Women's Month. They have our province is having what do you call that? The search for outstanding women in the Davao del Norte. Outstanding farm family, outstanding rural women achiever, and have many activities for the empowerment of the women here in Davao del Norte, like the livelihood, development, and skills training to empower and to enhance the skills of women on livelihood activities.
Ma'am Senen, I believe there was a search for Miss Ginang held at
Yes.
the G-Mall. Am I correct?
Yes.
Can you elaborate more on what is that event for, or what is that search is all about?
The Ginang search is all about recognizing the role of the women in the society, not only in the society, but of course at home, and of course it adjaces in the community. What are her significant contributions in alleviating the economic condition in the family and in the society, in the local community?
Wow, I feel very empowered. Do you feel empowered, Michelle, with Ma'am Senen's words?
Yes, very empowered.
Thank you.
Okay, let's take a break. We'll go back to you, Jonna.
Wow, we will catch up on that activities, ma'am. As we are women's, we are empowered. Don't go away, we will be right back.
What does it mean to be a speaker? Is it something more than just talking from a stage, passing on information? Entering the stage is accompanied by feelings that mean much more to me. I am preparing text. I am creating stories to inspire, show the listeners a topic known to them in a completely different light. Or simply amuse them and get them away from reality for a while. I'm looking for inspirations in things I see on daily basis. Happiness of a little child, how his parents love him. To them, their kid means the whole world. A conversation with a lady at a magazine stand, stopping and listening to a street musician that devoted his whole life to his passion. Eye contact with a beautiful girl that I pass on the street. Using words, I capture these elusive moments on paper to be able to share them later with listeners. Before I enter the room, there's only darkness. Everything lacks meaning. Before I step in front of people, there are only words written down on a sheet of paper. An empty room, just like the world before God conceived it. When the lights are lit and the room begins to fill up with people, that's when the simplest things begin to shine and become a new light for the audience. You are there to create a new world, make the characters alive so they become personalities with a story, with essence and with dreams. You are there to give those words on a sheet of paper a meaning. Exactly in that moment, you realize that you were made to do this. You were made to be a speaker.
Welcome back at Make It Happen. Alright, now we would like to thank the following sponsors. Big 8 Corporate Hotel with the General Manager, Ms. Roxanne M. Obregon, as they are catering a very comfortable accommodations. And of course, Tagum City Mayor's Office with Mr. Alan Relion. And to our Governor's Office, to the Congressman's Office, and of course, to our Toastmasters, Ma'am Vel Sator as their president, we would like to thank you for this wonderful opportunity you've given to us. All right, and now let's go back to our host, Mitch and Athens.
All right. I am very sad that we are about to end our show tonight. But before that, Ma'am Senen, before our show ends, I would like to ask something. I have read this on the internet. Do you agree to the statement that while opportunities for women in politics and decision-making are opening up, many still hesitate to take on leadership positions due to reproductive roles, conservative mindsets, and a belief that women should stay at home only?
For me, it's a big no, because women now are really empowered. We are encouraging every woman out there to get out and be vigilant. We have our rights as women, and we have to show to the world that women are empowered and have rights.
Alright, that's right, Ma'am Senen. Women today are independent. Okay, to wrap up our Make It Happen program, would you like to impart your
Any words
of wisdom for our audience?
Okay, so for the women out there who have that negative minds and insensitive for what is going around here in our country, we have who are being abused. We are challenging you to come out in the open. We have the violence against women and children's protection, and all those who are being abused, all those who are being harassed. Give yourself a chance. Show to the world that you are empowered and that you have rights as a woman. Because as a woman, like Mama Mary, we are all empowered. Thank you.
Empowered. That's a big word, Ma'am Senen. Would you like to thank for your sponsors?
I would like to thank Watsons for my hair and makeup and of course thank you for having me here, Big 8, for this very interesting episode, Make It Happen. Thank you Mitch and thank you Athens and of course our Jonah. Thank you so much and good evening.
Alright, before we end our show tonight, we would like to thank our sponsors.
Yes.
I would like to thank My Closet for my dress tonight.
Okay, Pen Shop for also my dress tonight.
Right? For our last words, this show tonight, we are very grateful and we are very privileged to have Ma'am Senen. We have gained and informed a lot of things about women, empowering women. Hope we could have this more on the next women's celebration.
That's right. So remember guys, women and men are equal. Back to you, Jonna.
Yes, that is very right. Very equal. Thank you, Ma'am Senen, for all of your informative answers. And we are very much challenged to fight as women to give the power to our community. And that would be all. Thank you for watching. This is Jonna, Make It Happen.